Another session of 20NL. Just after I finished the last one, we're jumping straight back in because I like watching myself play after. It's a very useful reviewing tool. So we're going to grind these out, at least today. And we're going to grind out sitting out at this table at the next big blind as well. That's something else we're going to be doing. Because it's heads up and there's no, we're like, oh, three-handed now. Okay. I'll give it a couple more minutes, see if anyone else wants to step in. 5 deuce, not calling. Pick up a 9 high flush draw. And nothing else. I thought I had a straight draw there for a second, but I don't. So what do we do? I quite like betting out actually. Make it like 30. He folds a fair amount of like random ace 4. I'll seat here because I'd rather play here than here. So I'll sit out next big blind here because I've got this new table. We hit our flush card and there's only the 10 that's beating us and the king actually. Do we want to check call? He bets pot. What? It's 2 cards beating us. Straight off the bat, it's one of these 4 to a flush hands, unfortunately. Kind of gross. I think... What does he have on the button there? I think we can call. I think it's close, but I think we can call. I think he bluffs enough, and he has the 8 of spades or the 6 of spades enough just. But make no mistake, we're losing. He has it more than he doesn't have it here. Oh, he had the 10. We had the flush on the turn. Oh wow, that's unlucky for us. Okay. Dry board here, going to be c-betting, of course. At the top left. Ace 10 definitely going to be opening, and we're kissing goodbye to this table, I think, now, aren't we? Here we are. I'm moving this one over here. Now the question is, what do we... Okay, now we're not joining that table with 2 empty seats. We've got a full table here and everywhere else. Or like to a similar degree as that table. Ooh. This is a great flat with 4s. Please, can I have a 4, dealer? Ah. Checks to us straight away, though. That's pretty good. That's pretty good for us, actually. We're likely to have the best hand here. Do I want to bet out here with ace-queen? I do. Likely to have the best hand here. Do I want to bet out for protection? You know what, I will actually bet out for protection. We're value only ourselves a little bit, but wow, the ace-queen gets raised on the dry board. And we hit an open-ended straight draw with the 4s. But I don't like betting out again. We don't hit. Pets 207. Wow. Don't love it. I'll let this guy have it with the kings. Here we're making it 355 with ace king suited, and we're not folding. We're not folding. Good luck to us if we have to get it in. We don't want to really. Happy if it goes fold, but if we do have to get it in, then obviously we have to get it in. I'm not going to be folding. Okay, it folds. It's nice. That ace queen hand's pretty interesting actually. I might review that one actually. So when did I start this session? 11:20 is when I started, or just a bit before. Just a bit after, sorry. 11:24, something like that. And that queen, ace queen hand, we're not sure about. So we'll review it later. There we go, reviewing ace queen. This is such a weird dry board, like. We can definitely see bet though. There are hands better that are folding. King 10, king 9 folding. Yeah. They're folding. That's pretty much it actually. He just raises. So many raises like when you get out of line. It's really interesting actually. Makes me think that I should just play like a rock. Not really cool. But then, yeah, I don't know. It's a tough one. Ace queen. No matter how much of a nit you are, how much of a rock you are, you're never not going to open ace queen there. And we pick up a straight draw and a backdoor. Going to bow here on the ace. Backdoor nut flush, straight draw, open-ended, 2 overcards. I'm just going to check call. He bets pot on this. I'm going to see bet again here. Just completely like we have to have an ace when we do this. Could just get snapped off by an ace, of course. That's obviously a possibility. Could just get jammed on as well. That's always a possibility too. Oh dear. Checked. I like checking again. I like betting with the ace. Actually, I like check raising here because we did just flat from big blind. So we will check raise. He pots it here. Like I said, we're going to check raise here, make it 144, so it's fine. With the nut flush draw. It's a paired board, but I'm not particularly worried about that. We'd fold if he re-raised, I think. He folds and comes queen. We're going to bet out again, obviously, at the bottom left here. Makes it 180 on the turn after we checked him for a second time. So many outs, though, but he's potted it as well. Not sure about that. Not sure about it when he pots it. I don't like that. Oh, we miss. 9s and 3, ace high. 10s win. 10s aren't folding at any point. We're not really trying to fold out 10s. God, right to the end of the time bank and a fold. Probably a bad fold there. Like, we've got tons of outs going to the river. So yeah, it's probably a bad fold. Tough hand though, I guess. Review that one for later. That's an annoying hand though of the ace queen. It was the ace queen, wasn't it? Yeah, pretty sure. Queen queen. Make that 155, please. At the bottom left. 8-10, top pair, good kicker. Or not good kicker, like middle of the road kicker, I guess. Ah, not good turn. You got re-raised. Okay. It's not much more though. That's what I don't get. It's not much more. I don't think we can fold, can we? The odds are just so incredibly good. We're wrecked so often though. We have to call because the odds are just insane. Hit a king, and we're not folding here, unfortunately. He has a lot better a lot of the time, but we're not folding. Jack. Queen, not a great turn for us. I have to check back. Anything else is bad. Diamonds get there. Do we want to bet here with King Jack? What can he have that we're getting value from? Ace Queen? Are we really getting value from Ace Queen? What do we do if we just make it like 4? Just make it 4. What are you going to do? Snap calls us off, and we win. It's nice sizing there. 10s! How can you call with 10s? You're not beating anything. I was trying to get value from like Ace Queen there. It's an interesting one, that he pays us off when we make it small. Okay, so let's make a note on this guy. I'm not going to tag him fish, but I'm going to say we'll call thin value bets. We'll call thin value bets, and we're going to make the cyan sign because that's the one I mean when I've got a read, but I don't think the player's necessarily a fish. We'll call thin value bets on river. I'll add that to river notes as well. On river. As we have a table that's dangerously close to being broken, unfortunately. 7-8 on the big blind. A7. That's a boat, my friend. Boat over boat to our old friend. The 10s aren't doing him any good today. My God. Back to back, losing big pots with 10s back to back. That's just not fun. Just fold 10s pre, my friend. Just fold 10s pre. That's what you should be doing. Just fold them pre. Ace 4, nope. We're in position with an ace, which seems okay, but we don't love it. We're not going to call at the bottom left because our hijack range is too strong. Well, wait, actually we are going to call because of the odds are like a joke, and if we get a flop like this, then we're happy. Like a pair, that's not bad. Are we going to call one street here? Probably not, because the only unpaired hand that he was betting with pre was ace king, which is now a paired hand. The only thing that we're making a mistake against is ace-queen. And there's a ton of bad turns for us as well, which is worth considering. So I don't like flatting here, actually. It's close, obviously, but I just think it's a little speculative. A little too speculative as we fail to hit set. 2 overcards, backdoor flush, and with a pre-flop aggressor. There's a lot of good turns for us, actually. There is a lot of good turns. 9 is a good turn. That comes under the category of good turn. 9s in this table, such a dry board. I just don't think there's any point in betting because like only kings are continuing. So clubs are continuing, obviously, but that's 130 here. We have no info on the guy at all. This time I will bet here with the 8-9. No info on the guy, 113 to 190. Wow, all these tables are like ultra short-handed. So annoying. Do I want to call once? Maybe I do. Maybe I do want to call once here with the 9s. I'll call once. I'll call once, and that is pretty bad. Could have flatted him in position here with the Queen King suited, but decided against it. That's pretty bad for us. Now, he could have a king and be very sad about this turn card because we could very much have like some sort of draw, but guess not. We're going to be getting out of this game, heads up, at the top right. Ace-8 cut off, definitely opening. So we're going to be out of here. The hand up. This is going to be our last hand at this table with 3 den. There you go. Bye, bye, bye. We're out. Ace-8 on that board. No, thank you. Aces. Yeah, we'll raise 60. I bet it folds around. We see so many value. Oh, it doesn't fold around. Go on, someone make a 3-bet. Oh, I really don't want to take this 4-way. Oh, for fuck's sake. Ace makes me a little happier, but I didn't want to take that 4-way. Do you want to check top set here? No, actually, I'm going to make a value bet, and then I'm going to check. Nice, great call. I'm going to check on all turns. King of clubs. I'm just going to check call, because he can definitely have club draw here. I'm hoping the board pairs. We're not folding, obviously, like that goes without saying. We're not folding. We really want the board to pair. We really want the board to pair. Ace-10, please pair the board. 10 of fucking... What the fuck are these runouts when I have aces or kings? It's so gross. It happened in the last session as well. Can't fold here with a pair of aces. So grim, the runouts. So grim. And we have to just fold, obviously, when he bets here. Ah. So disgusting. That's actually just gross. Could check back here and we're ahead, but so rare he checks back and we're ahead. Bombs it for a 5-er. We've got ace-10. He checks and we're ahead with the aces. Please have... Oh, he had a set! We could have just got it in on the flop. We could have just got it in on the flop. Oh. Oh, I hate this spot of ace-10. It's just so grim. I'm going to call once more. And then... Oh, am I going to call once more? Because he just jams. He just jams. No, the sizing's slightly too big for me. I was going to say he has clubs a lot, but he just jams on river, and I just don't like that. That aces hand was weird. We could have just got it in on the flop, which makes me a little sad, but he flattered on the flop, so we didn't really have an option to get it on the flop. Yeah, if we go to the flop, definitely calling, as we pick up nothing. He flattered. We checked in, he bet out. If we'd raised at this point, we could have got it in here, probably. And none of us like that. I don't know what he was thinking about so long on river. He was thinking about making a value bet, because if he was, that's pretty crazy. A6 obviously flatting as we pick up nut flush. Draw. against the same guy, and we pick up a pair as well, so obviously betting out here. 60 seems fine. He bets 80 into 140 or 10 jack, but 10 jack is not very good. Where are these tables at? We're on the waiting list. Oh, what? We're on the waiting list for one. I thought I was on the waiting list for much more than that. We can get a game here, though. That's always nice. Four-handed on the table on the right. As this session hasn't started out as fast as the last session did. The last session we were running good from head to tail. Absolutely incredible run good last session. Eight to 4, nope. Still waiting for our big blind at the top right. Always do that, I never post. Because, I don't know, I'm told it's bad. And I don't like giving away 15. Oh, wow, I was going to say 15, I'm in 10NL mode. But now, I guess, what is it, 30? I don't like giving away 30 cents for free. If you're under the gun, it might be... Oh, sorry, if you're on the cutoff, it might be plus EV. If you're, like, crushing the stake, like, crushing... Actually, no, it can't be. You'd have to be... What level do you have to be crushing it? If you're playing on the cutoff, that's how many hands you're getting in that you otherwise would. 1, 2, 3. Only 3. Wow, okay. So you'd have to be making 1.5 big blinds every 3 hands. So that's 10.5 every 30. Wow. Okay, you'd have to be in the stake for like 30, for like, what, yeah. 30 big blinds per 100 hands for plus EV for you to post on the cutoff. Wow. Okay. So it's never a good idea to post unless you run like an absolute god every time you step into the poker booth, poker table, the virtual felt. Reasonably big hand bottom left, as we see jacks get it in versus kings on a flop. Ooh, the bluff, the missed flush draw bluff from Assassin, who's sitting on a $52 stack after sitting in for 112 minutes. Ace-9 offsuit hijack, yes. Closing the action with 7-5 suited 4 ways, yes. Flopping a gut shot, yes. Hitting a gut shot, no. Pair, top pair, and flush draw have to bet out. He's folding a lot here. Didn't mean to make it 67. Wanted to make it 75. He flats. Going to flat here with queen jack. Could have called. Oh, I should have called there. That's a mistake. Hit a good card for us here. Don't love it, but I have to flat here. As we have to flat here, I don't like doing anything other than flatting. Not a good flop for the ace-queen. We're going to c-bet because it's such a dry board. And we're protecting our hand there. Jams over the top. Okay. 193. What? Gonna call once more with queen jack. I hate playing against this fuck. Always value owns me. This guy here. I don't think I can call. I think we're just always behind now. Always behind. But here, I'm just not sure about this guy. Like, does he just have us beat here? Such a strange line though. Does he just have hearts? It has to be hearts. Oh my god. That's why I didn't like the line, because it didn't make sense. But I guess if he binked to set, it makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. I called not out of curiosity, because I just called because it didn't make sense. Like, he's not playing an ace like this. He's not playing ace-10 like this, is he? He's not flatting out of the big blind with ace-10. and then flatting my bet. He's just not doing that with ace-10. And the only thing he can have is a heart draw. If he has a made flush, he's raising. Unless it's nut raise, unless it's nut flush. And then he just donks though. You wouldn't do that with nut flush. You would not do that with nut flush. You'd only do that with like a set. And the only set he wouldn't have raised with on the flop is the set that's just been made, the fours. So that's like the only hand that made sense, really. So I just thought you had to be bluffing with like King of Hearts there on the river. Because nothing made sense. Like, it didn't make sense for him to just have anything there. Pretty sad one to take. Plenty of hands that are drawing. Probably should have bet flop, but we're going to bet turn now instead. Pretty sad one, actually, that hand there with the fours. 4-4 review. So we'll review that one later. There was another hand that happened on this table as well, wasn't there? I'm pretty sure. That we were involved with. Big pot, King Queen versus eights. Oh god, yeah. Wow, King Queen versus eights. He had a set. And this guy had King Queen. So we were losing twice in this hand. Where he won with eights. So we're going to review that one as well. Put that one down for review. This session, not going. A6 you could raise, I guess. I don't love it though. Session not going as well as past sessions, unfortunately. So we're down like 13 cents, down like $13 in this next session. Oh, so bad, so sad. Sad and bad. Ace-9 hopefully can do us some work from the hijack here. Love fold round. Fold round's fine. This guy will 3-bet now that we've said that. Or just jam. Just jam on toast. He just flats and we hit an ace. I'm gonna bet. Snap folds on the ace high board. Fair enough. Didn't mean to do that. It's annoying. My balance is $10 lower than it should be because I in like a random for like signing in. You get like I did some level up. Like I leveled up 5 times, so I got some bonus, and my bonus was £10, $10 free play at the casino. So obviously I just put £5 on $5 on red, $5 on black to like guarantee that I got $10. And then that could just go straight into the normal bankroll because it's like free play. You can't just put it. You have to like bet with it basically. So that was the strategy there, the GTO play. And then it just hasn't gone through to my main bankroll. It only shows up as $10 higher when I go to the casino section of AAA. So I might email support if I don't get that in the next day or two. Yeah, we'll call ace-4 as we hit an ace. Sorry, we hit a 4. Ace-4 is like, in my poker, ace-4 is like the ace's baits because a 4 looks a little bit like an ace. Closing the action with queen-5, I just don't think so. Raising with the jack-10 in position, blind be blind, absolutely good. Could get re-raised here because, I don't know, we could. Oh, it's the kind of thing I expect to happen. Do we want to bet on this like very dry board? Yeah, we do. There's not many good turns for us, and he folds better a lot of the time, I guess. I guess his king highs. I'd be surprised to just for him another queen. Okay. I'd be surprised to see him. Such a dry board. He has to be calling with something, and the queen doesn't change anything, so he has to continue to call. I think we just have to pray for a 10 or a jack for this hand. Basically, we're basically giving up. Prayers don't get answered. And I guess he bets out for value with a 7 here. Or indeed a queen if he has one. Can't call. Absolutely can't call. Sizing suggests queen. And this hand, we would have liked that last hand. Can't call that. Ten queen suited in the cutoff. Definitely be raising if it folds to us. Which it looks like it won't, because that guy's taking a while. Oh no, it does. Okay. Raising both of these hands. That guy's raising 75% so far. So I think it's okay to kind of ISO. The 9's pretty good for us here. The ace is pretty good for us, rather. I think we're getting value from a fair amount. It's the driest board ever, and we have the most aces here. This guy has a few aces, this guy has a few aces, but we have the most aces. There you go, boys. We have the most aces. More aces than anybody else. And we do have a real ace here, ace 7 suited, which we probably is like the bottom of the range that I'm going to open here. I'm just going to flat with ace jack, I think. Oh, it's a little bit dangerous otherwise. Mr. Squeeze really is Mr. Squeeze. He squeezes every hand as we pray for a 10 on the turn. We pray for a 10 on the turn. Could even bet here. I don't think betting's terrible, actually. I'm going to bet here. I'm going to bet here. I don't think it's a terrible bet as well. This guy can just have 10s, jacks, a lot of his range. I don't see why I wouldn't see bet ace, king, ace, queen. Seeing it folds, there you go. I mean, they probably had worse than us anyway. Mr. Squeeze is the ultimate squeezer. Literally just squeezes so much. Where's squeeze? Pre-flop, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Raise, squeeze, call, squeeze, fold to squeeze. Raise with previous limp as 51. Raise with previous limp as... Doesn't say anything about squeezing, particularly. But he squeezes a lot. He lives up to his name of Mr. Squeeze, I can tell you that. And he's a solid player. He's the best reg I've seen at the stake. So far, it's the best reg, hence why I've gone with the rock. He's pretty damn good. So see how he plays his hand. He squeezed pre in position. Not squeezed. He 3-bet pre in position, got flat by Timoji. So far he's bet both streets, and I think he'll just check back here. I think he'll give up, given this, unless he's got obviously like a really strong value hand here. I think ace king shouldn't be betting. I think he's going to get called off by Timothy here. A reasonable amount. I think Mr. Squeeze has a very strong range here. I don't think he's ever 3-bet barreling here. Maybe he is, but I don't think he is. 10-8 obviously, as we pick up nothing, unfortunately. If it was 9-10, be a little bit happier. He's thinking about it, Timoji is. He's thinking about it. What does he have? Ace king? Do you have ace king? If yes, fold, in my opinion. Mr. Squeeze is just such a strong range here. 8-6 is such a bad board for us, but the odds pre-flop were too enticing for us to turn down, unfortunately. Folds, Mr. Squeeze takes it. Ace king on the button, wow. And now Mr. Squeeze folds, we feel a whole lot more comfortable. Raise to 60. Oh, that's not getting through, mate. I'm sorry, it's just not. 188, please, dealer. I have ace king. If he 3-bets, we get it in and we feel okay about it. Ace is interesting. I'm just going to check back because it looks like we're scared of the ace, which is what we want. We want him to feel like we're scared of the ace. Jack is okay. I don't think he has jacks ever. Could have ace jack, but no, who cares if he has ace jack? That's just a bit of a cooler here. If he raises, I'll be surprised. If he folds, I'll be like, yeah, it's probable. If he flats, I'll be not that surprised. Ace queen cutoff. Against an unknown big blind. And Mr. Squeeze opens. Oh man, do I want to flat? Yeah, of course I want to flat. Pair of queens at the top right. And we see a big squeeze here. Okay, obviously we're folding now. Oh, we saw a jam fold from Mr. Squeeze there. That's pretty interesting. I called because the odds of hitting a 7 are just good enough. Nope, not there. Nope, not there. He bets £2 into this. Like, what happens if we raise it as a bluff? I'm gonna go for it actually. I'm gonna make it like 588. Maybe he snaps us off here, but I think it's okay. Oh, he folds. Great play. I just felt like it was such a weak bet. Like it seems, and we can rep so strong. We can rep strong here. There's no reason why we can't have ace queen, ace jack, given our pre-flop range. He can fold so many strong cards here. Jack queen folds when we raise river. Uh, you know, Jack queen is like the strongest hand that's folding, but like 10 jack folds, king jack, queen jack, ace jack, maybe ace jack finds a fold. But like it's just we can fold out a lot of his range basically. It's just very strong. So that's why I like that. We'll review it later to make sure that we weren't just burning money and got lucky, which I don't think we did. I like betting here because we can have a whole lot more than aces, so we can very much flat here with random sevens. He can flat with pocket pairs. He can do weird raises if he thinks we're getting out of line. Ace queen standard open, as we definitely do not want to be playing three-handed with Mr. Squeeze. That is not a position we want to be in ever. In fact, we don't really want to be playing with Mr. Squeeze ever because he just wrecks us. We just need to avoid him at all costs. So I'm sitting out next big blind, so I'll have one more hand before I sit out on this bottom right table, so I don't want to lead just yet. Nope, nope. Interesting here, the turn raise versus... And the turn min click back. Not quite a min click, but what a weird hand this is. Super weird. I'm actually going to change his emote to a shark because rock kind of means he's like tight, but that's not what he is. He's not necessarily a tight player. 60, 180, 188, please, dealer. Whoops, check. Four-handed here, actually, with Mr. Squeeze. I still don't like it enough, unfortunately. Yeah, it's four-handed, but I don't like it enough. Three queen, second pair. He raises to 370. He's 3-betting 8% of his range. Haven't seen him 4-bet yet. I mean, folding's kind of out of the question because of the odds are just so good. But we're out of position. We don't really like the spot. Now we like it a bit more. We're losing to ace-king. That is about it, though. We are losing to ace-king, which we hope he doesn't have. We hope he has kings or queens. If he checks back the flop, we feel pretty happy. I hope he doesn't have jacks, which he could definitely have. He could definitely have jacks. No reason to assume. I'm not going to call an over like that. Could definitely have jacks. But and now we hit a queen. Oh, he's just got there with a lot. I quite like check calling here. Because kings is the only thing we're beating. Oh, please don't have queens. There's only 2 queens left in the deck. Please don't have queens. I quite like making it 3 and then folding to a raise. Because you could have queens here. Very well could have queens here. Could have ace jack. I don't think he has an ace. Seems strong 4-bet. I mean, he is in position to be fair. So he could definitely have worse, I guess. Like, we don't know. He could have got a bit out of line with his holdings. Question is he going to bluff here? We see a raise come in. I think I have to call it here, given the amount of time he's taken. Okay, so I'll be very interested to see what he has. And he did have the kings. Wow, okay. Did have the kings. So I was like the perfect sizing there. on the river. Closing the action with 6-9. Yep. Just one pair. I'm playing my jack face up there, but oh well. Oh, table could be juicy. There's enough draws that we're getting value with the queen jack. This is a big hand that we've stepped into here. Ace 10, the full house. Boat over boat, perhaps? Maybe. He called. We can't see what he had. Please, tell us what we had. Do you want to stay out of any of these tables? Nah, remove me from this, I'm fine. Going to be playing a lot of tables here. Queen 10. We see a donk from this guy. I'm going to raise. 185 seems good. As we hit a set here, we hit a boat actually. So we flop a boat. Pretty good. We're in position as well, which is obviously very good. He bets 97 into it. I'm just going to think about it for a while, like Hollywood it obviously, and then call. Make him think that we might fold if he bets again, which is what we want obviously. Hopefully he doesn't have 8 king. He checks to us, okay. I quite like betting here. Actually, I quite like checking here. Actually, yeah, I do like checking here. I like checking in position here. Slow play the boat, and then hopefully he bets out river, and we can raise. Because if hearts get there, he can very well bet out and then call a raise. Okay, that makes me a little bit sadder, but I think we can make it like 180 here. We Hollywood for a while, make it look like we could be considering whether or not we want to bluff. And then make it 180, please, dealer. Just going to fold 8-jack. He just folds. Okay. So he was folding turn. If he was folding river, then he was definitely folding turn. He just thought he'd have a stab at a paired board on the flop where it's difficult for us to have anything in particular. And once we'd called, I guess he was just giving up. Just waiting for poker track to update. Okay. Eights in the cutoff, that's good. Big pot here as this guy's just shipped it for 21 over the 3-bet. The cold ship, and he gets it through, which probably isn't what he wanted. I would have thought when you cold 4-bet ship, you probably want to be called, I guess, because actually maybe you don't. Oh fuck knows, I don't really know. We don't hit our eights. We're gonna bet because there's some scary rivers. Scary turns. And we want to protect our hand. Sure, you can have a jack, but we don't feel that scared about it, especially when we hit our 3 of a kind. Definitely going to be betting out again here. Sure, the diamonds has got there, but it's not enough. We bet out too fast there. We should have taken our time and then bet out. Probably would have been the same result, but that's a bit of a timing tell that we just snapped that. Like, that's bad. That is bad. Oh, look at that. We would have had top pair, second kicker, and the second nut flush draw. And someone bet out £2. What would he have done? Get it in. Get it in. Well, I've got it in there. Got it in with top pair, overcard, second nut flush draw. No such nut flush draw here, unfortunately. And this has hit his range pretty well. I think I'm just going to respect that, actually. It's hit his range quite well. There are some good turns for us, obviously diamonds mainly. Broadways aren't terrible turns for us, they're okay. But I'm just going to give it to him in position there. Even though it's a very small bet, I think it's terrible to just give it him. Ace King button. Definitely going to raise. Don't want to make it that big. 60 please, dealer. Do you want a 3-bet here? The answer is yes. 188 please, dealer. With ace-8 suited out of position. We're surely beating this guy. This guy's flat from the button range. How can we be behind that range? And it does go through, so that's nice for us. Deuce 4. Such a small bet, we can't be folding here. Another jack. Not necessarily a terrible card for us, actually. And here we're going to be making it 190. No, we're not going to be making it 202. 202, please. You bet 60 again. What? What's going on? The odds are good enough for us to hit an ace or a king. But if it's a spade, we don't like it. But nah, fold. No, that's very nitty, but we don't hate it. What happened to that other one, the ace king hand? Wasn't there some other hand that we had? Did we just fold? Was it here? Another ace. Oh, we 3-bet ace king queen. That was it. Another ace. Could hit a straight flush here with the 10 of hearts. That'd be pretty cool. Taking too long. You win. 10 of hearts. Damn it. That would have been pretty exciting if we had the 10 of hearts. 10 of hearts! Oh, queen of clubs. Ace queen. Cool. Losing to ace king, obviously, pretty sad, but, you know, oh well. Second ace makes it much harder for him to have ace king. Makes it much harder for him to have ace king. Not going to call this bet. He has to have us beat here. I'm actually going to check behind here because it's so obvious we have an ace if we bet there. Hopefully he doesn't have jacks because he could definitely have jacks here. I'm going to bet for value here. I'm going to fold for value there. I'm going to bet here. Make it like 288. Seems reasonable. We can get looked up by like jack, queen. We can get looked up by kings. Probably looks us up there. Ace king suited. Very nice card. Pretty card. Pretty hand. Raised to 210 straight away. He's 3-betting 7% of his range here. I don't mind making it like 6 and not folding. Or like 580. Yeah, 580. Can't fold now, obviously, which is a little bit sad. If he jams, we have to call with the ace king. And just pray. Pray to the gods. Oh my god. Kinda gross, because he can just ship it here. If we... He folds. Okay, good. He called and then fold as well. Battle for protection. Yeah, go on then. Battle for protection. It's close, but I guess we battle for protection here. Definitely going to continue with 10 jack. He calls us. What? You've just got the missing ace or something? Just got the missing ace or something, I guess. What are we going to do? Check call? Yeah, I think check calling's better. I guess you can give him a chance to bluff off with hearts. We can't fold unless he jams. We can't fold. That's 605. How can he have anything other than an ace or a set? How? Oh, such a grim hand. How can we be ahead? That's what I don't understand. How can we be ahead? Check calling again, because obviously ace or nine is... How can we be ahead here when he makes it 6:06 to go? But we're just not losing to hardly anything other than 5s, 4s. Ah, man, I think he has missed hearts enough. Like, he has so little combos of bluffs. You're not calling that. He has so few combos of bluffs. That's the bit that's making me want to call this. I think we're behind pretty often here, but I am going to call this off. I am going to pay this off just. It's close, though. It's close. Ace-Jack. Well played. Well played. Well played. Well played. Well played. Oh, that's painful. Probably... Oh, man. It's painful. Painful one. Probably bad from me. Probably should be folding. Probably should have been folding. Very, very sad. Dearie me. Dearie, dearie, dearie me. No, it's out. Not playing. Not calling with fours there, even with the gut shot to the 5. Oh, that's literally so sad. Oh, that's so sad. That's super, super sad for me. Oh, I should have been good enough to make the fold. Should have been good enough to make the fold. We're just not beating anything. We're just not beating anything there. That's what makes it. But I just guess oh man. I really thought that he had, like I really thought he just didn't have, whoops. I really thought he didn't have that many aces. But the way it played, how can he, like, he just has to have it though. Oh, man. That's so bad for me. How did it play? I mean, I'll review it tomorrow as well, but... I'm going to flat with the 8s in position here. Raise, raise, cool. Raise, bet, fold, cool. Why did we donk off? That's poor from us. Why were we doing that? Bet 210 again, cool, check, 6. Oh, man, that's bad. No good flop for us, unfortunately. Oh, that's so sad. Alright, go snap out of it. Snap out of it, please. Ace-9 suited, small blind. Will raise if he opens, definitely. Too much value to be had. Can I make it 184, please, dealer? Queen 8 button, we'll open that. Actually, yeah, we will, I think, just. How many times does Sky fold his blind to steal? Only 1 out of 1, so it doesn't really mean anything, obviously, yeah. So it makes our decision easier. How many hands have we played today? Because I want to be playing, like, over a K a day. All stakes today. 1,100. Okay, that's decent. Gut shot here to a 3 at the top left, but we folded. Oh, look at that bink on the 3. Wow. This guy bets out 160. We would be happy if we were in this pot. Ace King, big blind. Very happy with that. Always happy with Ace King. Never ecstatic, but we're always happy. We're gonna just flat. We're gonna just flat. Early position, he's raised 9 of 21 times. We're gonna raise. We have to raise. It's too good not to raise. 218 dealer, please. Fold, that makes me happy. Cool. Doesn't make me happy because he's got 232 left. Okay. Good luck to us. Queen Jack, we're ahead. Hold. Oh, bink, bink, bink. Bink, bink, book. That's annoying. Two's a big 3-bet here, but I was about to run out of the time bank. I wanted to make a 2-bet, 3-bet, sorry. He flats and the flop is the driest flop since ever. Do we want to bet out on this flop? No, because he just doesn't fold anything ever. Never folds anything on this flop. Oh, it's so sad. How much did we lose on the hand? Oh, only like a fiver, whatever. Ace Queen hits here. Now we make it like 1-2-10, I guess. Hopefully he doesn't have King Queen. Oh, he just folds. Okay. Queen 10 cut off. That is opening range material. We'll get a 3-bet now, obviously. I bet this guy 3-bet. Someone's going to 3-bet. I always think someone's going to 3-bet at the stake. So far, so good. We're guaranteed to have position post-flop. The question is, will we make it there? The answer is yes. The question is, with what? The answer is Queen High. He bets out 60 with 2 overcards. Wet flop. The answer is yes. The answer is that's good for our range, actually. I'm going to bluff on this card if he checks to us. That's 190 though. What? 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 Raise fold. Is there a thing for raise folding? Donk 1-1. He donks a lot, this guy. I like making it 520 here. He snaps. What? What? He snaps. Are we seriously just going to give him one when he calls? The Jack of Hearts doesn't change anything. Ah, congratulations, you win. I just don't see the merit in betting here, really. Doesn't change much, and it just doesn't change enough. Ace 4 is not folding. It's a little bit too steep, I think, for the sixes, just about. Ugh. Session's not gone to plan, unfortunately, here. What are we now? Oh, we're minus 23. Oh my god, no. So grim, so grim, so grim. Oh, what are we here? Oh, 404. We're actually 414. We're actually 424 because we've got... We're actually 428 because we've got rake back as well. We've got like $15 worth of rake back that we haven't used, and we've got that $10 free play that hasn't transferred over yet. So we're actually up more than it says. So that's good. Ace or queen, ace or queen, ace or queen. Gonna see that. Because we've got backdoor nut flush draw. Squeeze could get out of line here. Yeah, I knew he'd fucking get out of line. Squeeze. He's such a dickhead. I'm going to raise though because he's so... I'm going to just flat here and then I'm going to float. I might just jam here. So difficult for him to have something that he can call a jam with. Maybe just snaps us off with like, oh fuck, now he does. Wait, do we win? Oh wow. Almost folded aces pre. That is a crazy hand there. What the fuck was that? We raise as a bluff and then win with ace high. Okay. See something new every day, I guess. As we pick up a 3-bet pot with aces. Do we want to play here? Well, I think we do actually, just about. It's a good enough price. Not a good turn for us though. Do we want to bet here? Yeah, we do. We definitely want to be betting there. He just folds. Okay. God, that hand is perplexing, to say the least. Perplexing, to say the least, with Mr. Squeeze. $138 with ace queen high. What? $138 with queen high. Ace high, actually. No, it's ace queen high. It was ace queen, wasn't it? What? What a dodge at the end there. What the fuck? That is just so weird. So we had 6-5 suited. So we needed a 7 or a club. I had nut club blockers. And we dodged twice. Wow. I'm surprised you thought he was getting the right price though on the river. Oh, on the turn, sorry. Very interesting one, that. Very interesting one, that. Dodged it though. Dodge, 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 dodge. Spodge, 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 spodge. And now what are we? We're only -6 now. That's very good. And if we hit a 7 here, well, it folded. Ace 4 suited in 2 tables, bottom left and on the right. Do we want to raise? The answer is probably not. Do we want to raise here? No, we're just going to flat at the right hand side table. We're going to open 10 jack off. Not going to do anything once we've seen the cold 3-bet out of the blinds. The pot size jam. Oh, it's not jam. The pot size bet on the river. This has to just be this. This has to be a boat. I would have thought, based on nothing, just the river sizing. Hey, look, it's a boat. Hey, look, it's what? Wait, what? 8 king? Are you fucking serious? That guy. Almost jammed 8s there. Almost accidentally jammed 8s pre-flop, which would have got through. They're not calling for 60, they're not calling for 20. They're not calling for 60 cents, and they're not calling for $20. I'll tell you that for free. I'm going to probably stop this recording at past because I'm hungry and I want something to eat. And I've played a lot today. Set versus flush. Flush doesn't get there. Set holds with the Mr. Squeeze. Mr. Squeeze always gets it done. As he wins the money he lost to me with a flush draw. Flushes? Nope, nope, nope. They're not good. They're overrated. Flush draws. Overrated. Heard it here first. Oh, straight over set. As we pick up jacks in the small blind. And we'll raise them blind versus blind. Versus the guy that folds his blind only 63% of the time. And he 3-bets 14% of the time, so I wouldn't have been surprised to see a 3-bet there blind be blind. with a significant portion of his range, ace-king suited of diamonds. Now that flop there would be the flop that we'd love. What was it? Deuce, 4, king, 2 diamonds. That would be a dream flop to get it in on. That'll be a dream flop to get it in on. As played though, we'll be taking it out of position. We flopped the nut flush draw. That's pretty juicy for us actually. Let's make it 97. And he snap jams. Okay. Do we just go with it? Two overcards. I think we have to go with it, don't we? Good luck to us. And we don't get there. Very, very sad. Very sad. We lose $30 on the hand. Had to do it though. He had 7-10. Wow. He had 7-10. At least we hit a flush. At least we hit a set here, I guess. But he's got hardly any money. Oh, I can't believe that. That's literally the saddest thing ever. We were doing so well and we just get wrecked for $30 right at the end. Fucking hell. So annoying. At least we got a combo draw here at the top right, which we hit. He raises, just going to flat so you can have better flushes. Just going to check call so you can have better flushes. Didn't have a better flush this time though. Such a wet board, he's calling with so much. Nope. Definitely raising here. What do I make it? 142.15, I guess. Seems reasonable here. Sevens blind versus blind. Are we down below 400 on the official? Oh, we are as well. Fuck. I mean, and we're not. We're actually up 20 more than it says we are, but still. That's so sad. Wonder what equity we had in the hand. In that king's hand. I think it was the correct call. I'm positive it was the correct call given his range. Told you, man. Flush draws are overrated. Flush draws are overrated. They lose you a lot of money. They lose you a lot of money. They can win you a lot of money too. I'll concede to that. He called us off and we hit top pair. That's pretty good for us. We're going to bet here. $2 seems fine. Into 365. Here comes the jam with pocket eights. Just calls and a 10 rolls off. I'm just going to check here. Just going to check here. And call a bet. He checks and it comes deuce. I like betting here. I think it's reasonable to bet here. We can get value from worse. We can get value from queens. We can get value from king, jack. If he raises, then we're like the saddest humans in the world and we just fold. But he can call us with worse. Hit a pair of threes here. He calls us off and is worse. There's a little bit of compensation after we lost so much with what? 9-8? What the fuck? I wonder how we were in that ace king hand. I'm gonna find out. Gonna find out what equity we had. Because I think it's close. I think we're ahead. I'm pretty sure we're ahead. We had so many outs. We literally had endless outs. Player 1, ace of spades. Oh, it was a diamonds, wasn't it? Ace of diamonds, king of diamonds. Player 2 was 7-10 off. Flop was 10 high, I think. Why am I not? What? Flop was 10 high, I think. 10 of diamonds. Let's just go with 6 of diamonds, 3 of spades, something like that. Yeah, we're ahead. We are ahead, I'm pretty sure. Well, we can see from our results, can't we? What our all-in equity adjusted. Oh, it's actually lower, so we've run well. We've ran well. 0 complaints. We've run well. Overall, we have run well. Not great cards for us there. I don't want PokerStars to open. Go away. Go away, PokerStars. And I'm going to sit out now. End of the session. Bye bye for another... Oh wait, actually, that's not the right button. But yeah, end of the session. Bye for now.